Hello. There it is. Okay, the OBS setting. Yeah, no, the OBS setting. Go, legends! Well, no, that's weird. The OBS setting switched up on me. That's very weird, man. How are we, boys? What's up? What's up? What's good, everyone? What's good? What's up, Eric? How are you, dude? What's up, James? Caught me on the break. Nice one, Eric. Caught you on the dunny, mate. On the old outhouse, brother. Early. It is early. I did say there was going to be an early stream today, and then I've got to get into the city to do some personal business. Always does streams late at night to avoid me, or while I'm at work to avoid me. I'm always trying to avoid you, Eric. Eric, I don't know when you sleep. Do you even sleep? Have you ever slept? What's cooking with you, Bilal? What's cooking with you, man? You know, just streaming, doing the business of the day, doing the stream, get the pics out there, and then we'll move on. Boss makes $1. Boss makes $1. I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time. I love it, Eric. Yeah, I actually never shit at work. Funnily enough, I never shit at work. Because when you work for yourself, you want to just get the job done and get out of there as quickly as possible. So, like, sitting on the dunny wastes a whole bunch of time. What's up, Nitro Shorts? How are you, man? Good to see you, dude. Like the stream, guys. Guys, like the stream. Like the stream, would you? Please like the stream. Personal business. Storming UPS. They called me back yesterday, Bilal. I don't know if you were here for the beach stream, but they did call me back yesterday, right after the stream, funnily enough. It will be mailed out today. Could arrive on Monday, latest by Wednesday. That is UPS's guarantee. What is up, Mickey Ward? Nice one, Dougie. I hope you're good, mate. My disappearing comment from yesterday reappeared today. YouTube is weird. YouTube is so strange. I don't know, dude. Like, I have got all of my moderation settings completely turned off. And yet your comments, guys, still get censored all the time. Even when you don't even say things that are wild. Like, Bilal was getting censored the other day for just saying, look at this on YouTube. So, yeah, a bit crazy, man. Dougie has a grinder date later on today. James. No, not in Melbourne. Oh, my God. Soft hands. Mate, you guard a door. All right? You're a stormtrooper that guards a door. Don't be telling me. Don't believe them, Jeets. It was an Aussie. I know that UPS were being serious because it was a white woman that called me back. It was a white. We moved all the way up to upper management. And you know when the phone calls come from India, they have that like ring to them on the phone. You can tell that like there's a lot of space between you and the person in the call center. It sounds like it's in India with all that air. This was a clean, crisp phone line connection with a white person. Then I believed her. It's still arriving. It is still arriving, Nitro. It's in the mail. It's in the mail. Tate's the new CEO of Misfits. I saw that, Strength and Honor. Shall we do some news first before we get into the picks? I mean, it's not the best card in the world, is it? But yes, I did. What is going on with everything today? Why have the settings reset today? I literally just shut everything down and open it back up. And for some reason, a whole bunch of settings have changed. What is the go? I tell you. Did OBS do another update? Unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable. Yeah, Andrew Tate has become the CEO of Misfits. He's going to be fighting their heavyweight champion. I mean, what? Yeah, whatever. Misfits isn't the worst organization in the world. Tate would be a good promoter for it. Tate knows how to talk shit. Yeah, so I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. No worries. You're all good, Mickey Ward. Yeah, if you got a Aussie, you should be. If you got an Aussie, we got an Aussie. We got an Aussie, so we'll be all right. What's up, Better MMA? How are you, dude? Do you have a positive orbital vector? I don't know what that is, Better MMA. Would you care to explain it? I just know he hates it doggy style. What's up, Junior? How are you, dude? You reckon Tate hates it doggy style? I don't try to think about it. KSI is going to be getting mogged by Tate. KSI will be getting mogged. Does KSI fight on Misfits? Or does KSI have his own promotion? Baldy knows how to fight. Baldy does know how to fight. Baldy apparently was a kickboxer and not a bad one. So, yeah, Baldy's going to be fighting. Andrew Late with the name Arse Layup. Want to see Till spark him out. Well, he did avoid Darren Till, didn't he? Like, him and Darren Till were doing a lot of shit talking together. Could have easily taken the Darren Till fight. He now runs Misfits. Just doesn't want to fight Darren Till. And I think I know why he doesn't want to fight Darren Till, because Darren Till would kick his ass. What is up, random person? How are you, man? Good to see you, dude. I hope that you have been well. All right, let's start doing some picks, shall we? Let's get through this nice and easy. UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship. Enter predictions. Right, here we go. Why is he fighting at heavyweight? I think Andrew Tate is a light heavyweight, and maybe the heavyweight champion is an easier matchup for him. That's about all I got for you, mate. I don't know, you know? I don't know who the light heavyweight champion is. Maybe it's a little bit of an easier matchup. Let's move that there like that. Let's move that there. I don't like why the settings have changed. All right, Talina Alencar versus Arelini Koscielny. Now, guys, I'm going to be very honest with you. All right, I would never lie to you guys. I'm going to be super honest with you. I watched a whole bunch of fights for this week's card, and it was all the men's fights. I did not watch any women's fights at all. I didn't watch any women's fights at all. What I did was, just before the stream started, right before the stream started, I went onto Guru's page and had a look at which ones he was picking. And he's right. This one looks like a bloke. This one's probably going to win. So let's go with this one, right? I'm copying Guru for all of the female fights on the card. Let's say it goes to a decision. That's women's MMA. That's women's MMA. Brian Garcia gets Bryce Mitchell. Do you hear his dumb take on Volk? I did hear his dumb take on Volk. I still like Garcia. He's still one of my boys, you know. I think he is an awesome little knockout machine, but he does need to shut up when Alexander Volkanovski's name gets brought up, all right? Don't worry about Volk doing Volk things, okay? He's not the one holding up the division. You stay busy, Garcia. Bloody Late is a decent kickboxer. He mostly relied on his head movement. His boxing is mid. He goes chin up a lot. A lot of kickboxers do. I've noticed that with the kickboxers like Izzy and Alex Pereira. Kickboxers have very bad habits when it comes to a boxing match of carrying their chin so high and looking down the shots. I don't know why a lot of kickboxers do it, but yeah, that is a very normal thing, mate. Basically relates to under eye support, how projectile you're inflated. That's good, better MMA. I have no idea what you're talking about. This card is so shit, I'm tempted to skip it. I don't blame you, Jim, but if you skip the card, you're out of the picks competition. You've got to pick every single one. Karolosi is on roids, yet she has passed 43 tests. I mean, that is a man, right? That is... Ariana Karolosi is a man. She's got a man's shoulders. She's got a man's jaw. She has a man's chest. Like, that is a man. There is absolutely no doubt about that. When did the stream start? What's up, Bruce? It started about 10 minutes ago, mate. You're right at the start of the stream. Till's the light heavyweight champ. Might fight for the belt if Tate wins. Yeah, maybe. I don't... Like, if Tate wins the heavyweight belt, they might try and do, like, a champ versus champ. That might put a little bit more money into it. Like, it could be very smart promotion from Andrew Tate. I don't know if Andrew Tate would ever fight Darren Till. Like, I don't think Top G wants to get embarrassed in front of the internet like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think him being the CEO means that I can cherry pick fights, which is a lot better for him. Shorty looks like her name was driven. Now it's... Shorty looks like her name was Devon. Now it's Daniel. Yes. Daniel Kariosi. Perfect. Perfect. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to the Americans. What day is it? It's Halloween Day here in Australia, so it'll be Halloween for you Americans tomorrow, right? A fight night like this is probably going to have some banger fights. It just has no name value. Garcia versus Onama isn't going the distance. Yeah, no. I think this is going to be a fun fight night. We often talk about this. Whenever we have these... no name value fight nights, dog shit fight nights down at the Apex, they do turn out to be pretty goddamn fun. So yeah, I'm excited for it, Junior. Copying my picks. I haven't even seen your picks, Bruce. I mean, I don't even know what your name is in the Tapology, mate. Hot take. Marab and Pantoja can gladly fuck off 323 if it means Aspinall Garn at 323. Why not have all three of them? Why not? Back in the day, we used to have 3 title fights on a pay-per-view. It's possible to do. Why not have 3 title fights on a pay-per-view? End the ESPN deal quick. End it with a bang. This is the last pay-per-view there's ever going to be. Not for the Australians. Not for the Australians. The Australians get Paramount, but the Australians still have to pay for pay-per-view. And the Australians are getting fucked. This is what's happening. The Australians are getting fucked. But, what was I saying? Oh, it's the last pay-per-view for you Americans, so make it a big one. Put all 3 on there. People just harp on the fact there's no names on this card, plus it's at the Apex. Those should at least have a smaller stadium. Yeah, I know. So, Junior, I don't know, man. If you remember when Marab fought Piotr Jan, it happened at the Vodafone Hotel. There was 2,000 people in the room. Awesome fight night card. Like just a nice little chilled out atmosphere, enough of a crowd to make some noise, but a very intimate card. It was really, really fun to watch. I think the Apex should have like 2,000 seats in it. Perfect. You know, it doesn't matter if you fill it up or you don't. Make it as part of a package to one of the hotels. Like if you're staying at a certain hotel, whichever hotel the Zuffa brothers own, if you're staying at that casino and hotel, you get free tickets to the weekend's card at the Apex. Sell the tickets for like $80 a pop and just have the UFC whenever it's at the Apex in front of 2,000 people. But the card will be fun. Like there is no name value. That is true. However, MMA is inherently fun. Like just MMA on its own is fun. So the card is still going to be fun. Merab and Pantoja are a piss bleak fighter. Yeah, but they are still scheduled to fight T995. So you still run the fights. Am I a casual because I don't know Bonfim Brown? God, no. Oh my God, no. Dude, there's fighters on this card that are literally making their day. There's fighters on this card that have had one fight in Contender Series. You're not a casual because you don't remember all 750 names on the roster. I didn't. I looked at this card and I was like, I'm going to have to watch so many fights. And it was a lot of like just watching that Contender Series fight again. Apparently Figgy came so close to dying today. Almost got T-boned in an accident. Yes. Davidson Figueiredo's car got slammed into and flipped over on its side by a woman that was pursuing the running from the police. Dougie, what the bloody hell is the weather today? Welcome to Melbourne. Welcome to Melbourne. It's going to be warm. It's going to be rainy. Then it's going to be sunny. Then it's going to be windy. And then for some reason, it's going to be cold. Welcome to Melbourne. And why is there a public holiday on Tuesday? I have no idea. I didn't even know there was a public holiday on Tuesday. Is it Cup Day? Is Cup Day on Tuesday or in spring? It might be Cup Day. Could be the race. There's a horse race that happens that everyone watches, apparently. Did you see how John Jones rocked up to Dirty Boxing? I did, on the back of a horse with an eye patch. Classic. Did you see the comment section, Jim? John Jones fans are honestly acting like they beat Tom Aspinall. It's so strange, man. Like, John Jones fans are taking it as a win for them. I think if it goes to a decision, Alan Carr will win for the same reason Dern won. Good for the UFC. Could happen, Bruce. I'm so hyped for this next fight night. So many banger fights. I know, Ben. It's wild, isn't it? So many big fights on here. I don't know how we're going to be able to entertain ourselves. I don't know how we're able to keep our hype levels down. Dougie drinks vanilla extract to get wasted every now and then. Fighters Club, it is good for you. You know, I've got a Pepsi vanilla right here, actually, mate. I've got a vanilla Pepsi right here. How did you know? Oh, it's good. They are all piss break fighters, though. Not really. No, Merab and Pantoja are not piss break fighters. Neither is Tom Aspinall. Neither is Cyril Gahn. You never know when he's going to hit someone on the back of the head. Pepsi, mate. Dougie drink vodka with Coke or get rid of that. Dougie drink vodka with Coke to get rid of that puffy face. Drink the vodka with the Coke to get rid of that puffy face. I think the puffy face is from the vodka, to be honest, Wixon. I kept drinking after we went to the beach yesterday. I finished that 6-pack of beers and then I just kept drinking for the rest of the night. Phil Rowe versus Suk Koi Hoko. Philip Rowe versus Suck Your Coke. I am going to go with Suckoi Coke. I don't like Philip Rowe. I'm going to go with a decision. Not by KO. I'm going to go with KO by decision. I think Philip Rowe is going to be too slow and ploddy. He's not going to gas out, but I think he's going to be slow and ploddy. I think Suck Your Cock. He's going to get it done, mate. I think he's going to be too fast for him, mate. You're going to go with KO by KO. That is a fun play on words. These monkeys on Twitter, these monkeys on Twitter, ever after Kirk's murder, are on a different level in celebration. These kids on Twitter are, oh, right, I don't know what Charlie Kirk's murder has got to do with it. I said Merab and Pantoja were piss break fighters. I know, and I said they're not. I don't think Merab and Pantoja are piss break fighters. Neither do I think Tom Aspinall is. Yeah, and the Tom Crusaders are just strange. No, mate, Tom is the greatest fighting force the world has ever seen. Without steroids, Tom is the future GOAT. We're not weird. You guys are. Suck Your Cock is really good. He is really good. Suck Your Cock. He is quite good. Merab is absolutely a piss break fighter. I disagree, T995. Wixon wants you to look cute for him. I've got business in the city today, Nacho, and Wixon is in the city today. The story gets weirder and weirder. I'm looking forward to Rowe versus Co. Black finisher versus a thick Asian. All right, Junior. All right. That's a weird way to say it. Merab is a piss break fighter after round 2. Yeah, after... no, I don't mind it. And I also like seeing the way that he mentally fucks with the people that he's in there with. When they're all like... out of breath and Merab's just laughing at them. I think it's good. Lee is winning and KO is losing. There can only be one. I've got that written in my notes, funnily enough, Jim. I've got that written here in my notes. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, Hung Ho Lee. I'm going to go with Timmy Kawamba. I can't pick two Asians to win on a card. It's a rule that I have. Right there. You know me so well, Jim. I'm not the one giving him beauty tips, Wixen. You're the grooming. Wixen is not being groomed. All right, I'm not grooming Wixen. Enough. KO dusted up Oban Elliott, who's been a good unranked contender. Was Oban Elliott good, or was he just hyped up by the guru praise? Oban Elliott. What style does Sakyok have? It's juicy, it's wet, there's a lot of glaze, there's a lot going on. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Marab get rajed by some Dagestan heavyweight, but you say that about everyone, T995. You do hate everyone on the roster. Again, like I said, guys, I do not give a shit about this. I literally went onto Guru's video the moment that I was about to start the stream and clicked on the timestamps for the women's fights. Guru's going with Ardeline. I'll go with Ardeline too. Good on you, Ardeline. Get it done for us, mate. Good on you. All right, cool. And Norma Jamont. We'll just go with Norma Jamont anyway because she has a nice ass. We'll go with another decision. All right, bang. Back to the actual ones. We will never, ever, ever look at this fucking record. Look at this fucking record. We will never pick Cedric Damas to win a fight. Hopefully it is a round 1 KO. Oh, I'd be so happy if that's true. Oh my God, yes. Round 1 KO. Please sleep this criminal. And then after he's been made unconscious, someone put him in a prison. Please, God, put him in a prison. No, Oban is actually pretty good. The kid's got heart. He does. That is true. I'll give you that. Bilal's got he does have heart. That is true. Yep. Is it Halloween there yet, big man? It is Halloween here. Happy Halloween to all the Australians today. Happy Halloween. We don't really celebrate it in Australia. A couple of parents who have kids will celebrate it, but even then, not all of them will. So, like, yeah, it's not a very big thing. Not gonna lie, you guys, the Welsh are shit fighters. It's why the English have bullied them since the dawn of time. Oh my God, it makes perfect sense. Yeah, the Welsh would be horrible at fighting. I mean, they just get steamrolled by Britain. The Welsh and the Scottish, everyone knows they're just Britain's cucks. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Did you get lock, stock, barrel ready for your meeting with the UPS today? I will get my parcel. No, they said it's in the mail. It's the UPS. It's in the mail. It'll get here. Don't worry. Trust the process. It'll get here. Women's MMA is only for gooning? Not even, dude. If you want to goon, there's better things to goon to than mid-level women's fighters in Venom shorts. How fucking broken are you if you think women's MMA is for gooning? Not even a joke. Oban Elliott beat post-BED Pascal Fez. Who else? Got schooled by KO. That's kind of it for Oban Elliott's career. But he does have heart. He does have heart. You know, he'll stay in the fight for you. If you're a gambling man, you can always at least say Oban Elliott's gonna push to go the distance. Doggy fighting out of Detroit tomorrow will get rid of Damas' ankle. Doggy flying out to Detroit tomorrow to get rid of Damas' ankle monitor. Yeah, he shouldn't be in an ankle monitor. He should be in prison. I mean, I'm just consistent with my Marab hate for the same reason everyone loved Marab after O'Malley 2 and forgot how much of a blight he was on the sport. You do hate a lot of fighters, T995. Damas is going to break this weight-drained heavyweight. Dante is going to lose badly. No, Damas is going to get knocked out in the first round, and then Damas is going to go to a prison hospital. How are you, Paul? Good to see you, man. I hope that you're good, dude. Australians are based. I don't celebrate it either. On ya, Brucey. Halloween is sus as fuck if you're over 13. It is true, Nacho. Hopefully if Damas gets slept, he gets cut. Oh my God, that would be the best. That would be the best. Tips for muscle soreness, Mr. Scorner. I'm doing hard today. Go and get some Epsom salts from Woolies and pour yourself a bath, mate. But you'll just feel better tomorrow. It's Bundy fetishes. I don't know what you're saying. Dougie and Guru have really been studying my picks that I made up on Monday. Yeah, Bruce Wayne, yeah. We were waiting for you to drop your picks, mate. Big Mick, how you doing? Good to see Big Mick is actually in the live stream from a little bit. He hasn't just written one sentence and bailed. I think this is Big Mick's first live stream watch-along. I hated Aspinall before it was cool too. No one hates Aspinall. No one hates Aspinall. Only John Jones glazers hate Aspinall. And if you're a John Jones glazer, I'm seriously concerned about you. The man gets a hard-on around Hezbollah. What is wrong with you? Has Mick Porkin ever lost ever? Technically, no. Wait, when did I get gifted a membership? God knows, Fighters Club. It's been a crazy week for gifted memberships, to be honest. I remember when Dumbass pressed a gang member on Adam22, and a couple of months later, dude got his hand blown off by a firework. Dumbass got connections. Wow. With the spirit world. How do you even get someone's hand blown off on purpose? That's crazy, mate. Black people hate him. Black people hate Tom. Black people do hate Tom. That is true. I was lurking while working, but had to jump in to point out your grooming relationship. It's over. It's over. I'm not grooming Wixen. Stop it. Loving it here. Good on you, Mickey Ward. Yo, how's my Tom Bisping fan? Not even true. I am a Bisping fan and a Tom fan. You know what? You know what, Mohit? I'm wrong. It is true. I've never seen the MMA community more divided about Aspinall. I know. I don't even know why people hate Aspinall. Like, I don't know why Nacho hates Aspinall. Nacho isn't a John Jones fan. I think it's just because the Aspinall fans were fanboying him too hard, and it's annoying. I know it's annoying because the Alex Pereira fans did the exact same thing, and I was annoyed at them. So I think we, the Aspinall fans, are just copying it, mate. John Jones is the GOAT. We ignore his faults. You're disgusting. Do Aussies do bonfire night? No. No. Aussies just have a bonfire on their farm. I'm normally pro-white, but Tom is kind of a quitter. Tom didn't quit. I only hate him because I just think he's fake. Love seeing him fight, though. You think Tom Aspinall's fake? That's crazy, man. I'm no longer confident in Aspinall. I think Garner's going to knock him out. The fact Tom fainted a spin is a bad sign. Yeah, the spin was weird. The spin was really weird. I caught someone posting that on Twitter today in slow motion. It's just like, what were you doing? I think he was trying to get loose because his first game plan didn't work. His original game plan was to just march down Cyril Garn and hit him with the quick 1-2, which he did do early. But Cyril Garn was able to get his head out of the way. So I think Tom was just like getting into the fight, getting playful with it, you know, giving him sand. Just a good old Tony Ferguson, give me some sand. The UPS lady said your extra large zombie nurse costume would arrive today. What was that all about? Don't worry about it, mate. All right. It's for the missus to wear tonight. I'm going to fuck a zombie tonight. Tom was being a Karen during the eye poke situation. He wasn't. He was blinded. He was blinded. Fuck 30 minutes and still no JDM glaze. JDM is going to destroy Islam Makhachev. It won't even be close. There we go. Aussies just have bonfires all the time in national fight. Yeah, we have bonfires every year. You'll see them from space. Tom might have the best chin in the UFC right now. No. Marvin Vittori has the best chin. It's Aspinall fans' fault. Brits always hype their own fighters. Yeah, it might be. Are you on the side of Yuri, Poirier, and Moicano, or Matt Brown and Jim Miller? I know I'm on the right side of history. I am with Jim Miller and Matt Brown and Corey Sandhagen. I am on the right side of history. I will burn your books. I still have Tom winning the rematch, so do I. He laughed it off like he did against Volkov. He knew it was a bad move. He laughed it off like he did against Volkov. He knew it was a bad move. Oh, the spin? He did laugh off the spin. That is true. Aspinall was going into Garn with his hands by his waist, spinning with a bloodied up nose. He was going to get Ferguson. Don't. I still think Aspinall could have won that fight, and I'll be picking him to win the rematch, mate. Day off today. I've got personal business in this city to do, LPEG, so I'm just doing this first. Aspinall got to bring Jimmy Carr with him for the next press conference. I mean, the roastings from Jimmy Carr would be glorious. The fact that he spun inches away from Garn and Garn did nothing is hilarious. I know, Garn just looked at him like, ha ha ha, what are you doing? Jones made all the effort to ride into a horse with an eye patch and didn't think to Dougie out a good line once people asked about it. Didn't think to Dougie out a good line once people asked about it. Exactly. Aspinall has a pointy nose. It was a matter of time before it got busted. It's just a little nosebleed. You never had a nosebleed before? Come on, man. What's up, Adam? How are you, dude? Dougie, bro, I think you would beat Bradley Martin in a street fight, even though he's 260. Oh, I'd easily beat Bradley Martin in a street fight. Easily. Jim Miller had the best take. Yeah, don't fucking poke people in the eyes. I promise Tom will destroy Cyril the second time around as long as Cyril doesn't cheat again. See, Big Mick Ward gets it, mate. That's Big Mick in the live stream right there, boys. What's up, Ernie Johnson? That's a fun name to say, Ernie Johnson. How are you, Ernie Johnson? War name on you, Ernie Johnson. Tom and his dad do seem fake now, which is why they talk so much truth about John Jones, because it takes one to know one. I don't think they seem fake at all. I do wish that it wasn't Tom Aspinall's dad giving us the eye update after 2 doctors said that he was perfectly fine. That does make me go, hang on a minute. Like, why did we not have vlogging cameras in the doctor's office when the doctor said, yeah, he's got 50% vision. Yeah, he's blind in that eye. Why don't we have any footage of that? Instead, we just have Andy Aspinall going, he can't see in his eye, he can't. Trust us. It's not a good look. Where did the JDM fans spawn from? People forget this guy existed before the Bilal up. Wherever these JDM hardcores spawn from. I don't know, mate, but I've always been a JDM hardcore. I mean, obviously, he's from Australia. I watched him in Eternal, for fuck's sake. Adding Sandhagen to that list it made it better, made me crack up. Add Sandhagen. That's Sandhagen, Nacho. Don't forget Sandhagen. Apparently, Aspinall nosebleeds easily at the gym. It's just the first time he's actually been hit in a fight. Exactly, it's just a nosebleed, mate. Some people get nosebleeds when the weather changes. Notice how Matt Brown, Jim Millen were never champs. On the other hand, TJ Dillashaw and Rampage were TJ, don't listen to TJ Dillashaw. What does he know, mate? Tom's defensive boxing is shit. Yes, but to be fair to the Aspinall Glazers, me, we have always said that. We have always said that he holds his chin way too high in the air. If Garn didn't have his hands out to block Tom's punches, none of this shit would be an issue. I mean, at least parry it like this, but parrying it like this is the problem, right, Mark? Garn is a nice guy. No, he isn't. Are you going to grape Wixen in the city? Leave him alone. I'm not even going to touch Wixen. I'm not seeing Wixen. I don't know Wixen. Pereira might beat Aspinall if he bulks up to heavyweight. I don't think so. I think the takedown would land for Tom Aspinall. Garn was doing fine. AMG winning, but no way how that. But there's no way of knowing how that fight was going to play out. Yeah, I know Garn was doing fine. I do think Garn won the first round. I think he edged it out, but that doesn't mean that Tom Aspinall wouldn't have been able to make adjustments. You know, at least the eye poke gave some new personality to Tom. It did. We got to see evil Tom Aspinall. What the fuck are you booing me for? Immediate point deduction for eye pokes. Not a coincidence. Some fighters go entire careers without a single poke, while some poke every single fight. I completely agree, Junior. The second it touches an eye, like, you should have a good talking to before the fight starts from the judges, which they already do. And you could say, if you want to parry, if you want to post off the fence, if you want to fight hands out in the open space, you can do that. But you are aware that you're risking getting a finger in your opponent's eye. And if a finger does go in your opponent's eye, and we see it on the slow motion replay, it is an instant point reduction. Is it naive to trust anyone when there's millions on the line? God, no, Paul. Absolutely not. Does Dumbass have more arrests or fights? I think he has more arrests. I think he's been arrested 17 times. Aspinall didn't quit. He just made a tactical retreat. They're completely different, mate. He just chose to fight a different day. The camera was there when Tom said that he couldn't see out of that eye. No, in the hospital, Mick. So the camera's on Tom. He says he can't see anything in the eye. Then they go back to the Abu Dhabi hospital. Cameras are still on. He's filming for his own blog. The doctors in the Abu Dhabi hospital say that there is no permanent damage. Everything will be okay. Then he flies back to England, and then we get another report from his dad that he's blind in the left eye and has got 50% vision in the right eye. But we don't get that from a doctor. We just get that from his dad. It's not a good look. Dougie had a Freudian slip about meeting up with Wixen. I'm not meeting up with Wixen. I don't know Wixen. Watching French fighters made me realize why everyone hates the French. Oh, the French are the worst, mate. The French are the worst. Really did, Paul, and it was disturbing. Stop it. Grumpy Tom, not Evil Tom. Evil Tom would be great. We need an Evil Tom. I think Tom's explosive style is so anti-cardio, he would have gassed out halfway through the fight. I could agree with that. Maybe. We don't know. We just don't know. It's like Hamzat Chimaev. We just don't know until we see him in the later rounds. We don't know. Miller talked about it, said it was the pussy and fighters that made them outstretch their fingers. I can believe that. Like, they want to poke their opponent in the eye. Ariel actually made a good point. In other sports, there is no intentional or unintentional. A foul is a foul, whether you mean it or not. I agree. I agree with that 100%. Like, a foul is a foul is a foul. If you want to engage into the combat sport with your fingers out, you can do that. But you are aware that if a finger goes in the eye, it's an instant point deduction. Now, the way that I think it should be officiated, because, you know, some guys, they get punched in the eye, the knuckle hits them, and they think it's a finger, right? So if you get hit in the eye, you call the stop, I've got hit in the eye, they instantly go to the judge's replay. Instantly go to the judge's replay. If it is a finger going into the eye, it's no questions asked, a point deduction. Straight away, point deduction. If it's a knuckle going into the eye, straight away the fight has to resume. You cannot let the other fighter get their momentum going again. You don't give them a free rest. Get straight back in there. If it is a finger in the eye, it's a point deduction, plus the fighter gets 5 minutes to, you know, recover. And that's just the way it should be. There is no intentional or unintentional. If you put a finger in someone's eye, it's a point. I do feel for Tom. If he continued with the compromised eye, chances are he loses. But if he stops the fight, he gets called a quitter. Only way he really knows how he felt. But it's a lose-lose. Yeah, I mean, we are talking about who would have won that fight, you know, if there wasn't an eye poke. It was already a very close round. Who knows who would have made the adjustments? With it being such a close round and Cyril Gane being such an in-out, flowy kickboxer of a fighter, to have a bad eye and lose your depth perception, very uphill battle for Tom. Are you still going to build a compound in America? Maybe. We'll see. Could be America, could be Eastern Europe. Cyril Gane trained with the monks of Shaolin by breaking wooden boards with his fingertips. And I say this as someone who hates him. I get it, T995. Yeah, it does suck, man. I think it's sus where we can get different diagnoses when you go to different doctors. It is sus. You can get different diagnoses from different doctors. That's why they say go and get a different opinion. But it's just sus that there weren't any cameras for the doctor that pushes their narrative. It's just the dad. There's no medical report. The cameras weren't there. There's no way of proving it. It's just we have to trust Team Aspinall. There's literally a clip from the original video that looks like LeBron meme where he's peeking, pretending to... I did see that, yeah. John Jones versus Jake Paul will feed generation. John Jones finding a way to eye poke Jake through the boxing gloves. That's why John Jones wouldn't do the fight. He'd be like, it has to be 4-ounce gloves. Has to be. I'm praying for dumbass to get flatlined. Me too, Ali. Me too. I saw him in a video in the doctor's examination back in the UK saying he couldn't see out of that eye. But did you see any of the doctors saying it, Mick? I'd love to see it. I hope it's out there. Is it just Tom saying he can't see out of that eye? Is it Andy Aspinall saying he can't see out of that eye? Did we see any of the medical professionals saying it? Please let me know, Mick, sincerely. What's up, Sharma? How are you, brother? By the product of this week, be fighters trying to milk... The byproduct of this week will be fighters trying to milk the point. I'm not saying it should be done, but we have to admit at this being the next progression. Oh, yeah, it would be. Fighters trying to milk the point. Yeah, absolutely. That's why you go to the replay. And if the finger's not in the eye and it's just a punch, you got to resume the action straight away. The easiest solution is to legalize eye pokes. I mean, that is the easy. Allow people to poke each other in the eye, yeah. Just let everyone be John Jones. It infuriates me when a ref sees a foul being committed in the replay, yet they still do nothing to the offending fighter. Oh, I know, Junior. There was one of them last week where the referee had to go over to the fighter. Forget who it was, but the referee went over to the fighter and literally took his fingers out of the fighter's glove and put it around the fighter's wrist. Like, his fingers were so deeply dug into the glove, the referee goes and pulls his hand out and puts it around his wrist. Why are we not taking a point? That's cheating. He's cheating. Take a point. Would still sacrifice Tom's eye for John Jones to get nut kicked by Gane. True. True. Did Tapuria's gym get repoed from his ex-wife? He's training at the same place and he's not training in the same place in the recent post. Maybe he's switching up his life. Maybe he's getting away from wherever his wife is. Spoiler alert, they chose Tom's tar dad because he's an old fart and people view old farts as more trustworthy. Could be, Bruce. I like the conspiracy. Andrew Tate snaked Misfits off KSI. I know, Portuguese Herzog. We were just talking about it at the start of the stream, mate. Where is it? There it is right there. I know, we were just talking about it, mate. That being said, I hope Tom gets battered in the round. I hope Tom wins. I hope Tom sparks him. No rules, no gloves. Back to the golden era. UFC 1. Yes. Mitch Raposo fight. We're getting to it. I'm so hyped for this morning's, for this coming up fight night. The main event is so good. The main event is sick. The rest of the fight night has got literally nothing on it. But I'm excited for it anyway. I enjoyed the UFC. I enjoy MMA on a Sunday. It's going to be at a normal time. I'm looking forward to it. Traditionally, the issue was resolved by dipping in your gloves in natural resin and then rolling them in broken glass. What the fuck? Dougie, is your personal business in town Thai or Chinese? Don't worry about it, mate. I've got personal business to deal with this afternoon. Personal fucking business. Tommy Kwamba versus Chang Ho Lee. Like I said, I've already picked one Asian on this card. I've picked Sung Kyo Kok. You cannot pick two Asians to win on one card. That's literally never been a card in UFC history where two Asians have won. You have to go 50-50. So we're going with Timmy Kawamba. You're going to get the TKO, I reckon, late in the fight. Timmy Kawamba, Mawamba. All right, let's go. Kevin Christian versus Billy Elikana. Oh, God. Billy Elikana. Oh, Billy Elikana. Billy Elikana. Are you going to try? Are you going to try this time? You tried against Bogdan Guskov, and then the last fight that you were in was a mirror match. And you could not be bothered switching stances. Are you going to try this time? Are Are you going to try? Let's go with Billy Elicana. You'll try. You'll try and keep your job. I reckon he's going to try and keep his job. Come on, Billy. Don't let me down, mate. I barely remember this guy's fight. Yeah, that's why I'm not picking you. I don't remember you. I watched it. I watched that fight this week. I think I watched it on Wednesday. Can't remember it to save my life. Where am I up to? Oh, you're being sarcastic. This main event is shit. Same with the rest of the... No, I like the main event. I'm a big fan of Steve Garcia. I'm excited for the main event. I like it. The rest of the card is shit. Yeah. Cody Haddon is going to grape Wellmaker. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Why, out of all the fights that have been made, do you people consistently bring up the Cody Haddon Wellmaker fight? Every single time. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the Cody Haddon Wellmaker fight. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm not looking forward to it. Dougie meeting a twink later to handle some personal business. Dougie meeting, he is my local twink. The video I saw on the Tom Aspinall official YouTube channel, the video I saw was on the time. All right, I'll watch it. But Mick, I appreciate you. I do. You still haven't answered whether or not it was the Aspinall family or a doctor. I'll watch it. I'll watch it myself, brother. I'll check it out myself, man. I was referring to Jean-Claude Van Damme fighting with broken glass in his gloves. Ah, right. Chat might remember the name of the movie. The chat will, but Nacho will. I think it's the movie that Nacho keeps telling me to watch. Kickboxer or something. Was it Bloodsport? It might have been Bloodsport. Whatever. It was the one that Nacho keeps telling me to watch. Who did you pick? I'm going with Elicana. I'm going with Billy Elicana. Oh, in the fight before this one. I'm going with Timmy Kawamba Lawamba. You don't pick two Asians to win on the single card. They never do. So we're going with Timmy Kawamba. Oh my God. I'm going with a big underdog here. Jesus Christ. That's a massive underdog. Ooh. We'll be right. You'll be right. We'll be right. We'll stick with Kawamba. We'll be right. We'll be right. Do I switch that pick? What the fuck? Did I pick two Asians? I've never picked two Asians before. We'll think about that. Well, we can't think about that. We're out of time. It's time to make our picks. Where am I? I got all my picks done, but I'm stuck on Nascimento versus Durden. I have no clue who to pick for that fight. I'm going to go with... where are my notes? Go with Nascimento. Durden is taking... That's right. Durden took it on short notice. Yes. I'm going with Nascimento. Durden took it on short notice. That's right. That's my notes. For a fight, it's all right. For a main event, it's embarrassing. Oh, yeah, but it's an Apex main event. These aren't real main event. This is... Apex fights are like college football. You know? They're like B League. This is the B Leagues, you know? B Leagues. Bloodsport. Bloodsport. That's the one. Bloodsport. President of Giuliano saying, you know, what's a Giuliano? You need to have a cigarette in your mouth. What do you do, Giuliano? You know. Kickboxer is where he wraps the hands in glass. Bloodsport is where he fights in the kumite. So Nacho gets it. Nacho knows what's going on. It was Tom having an eye test. He was telling the doctor that he couldn't see. Ah, I see. That's still Team Aspinall, isn't it? Nacho wanting eye pokes legalized needs to be the profile picture of Leo in Django. What the Lauren's like, now you have my attention. Both of them are Asian. They're not both Asian. Timmy Kawamba is not Asian, mate. All right? He's like kind of Brazilian-esque. They're not both Asian. One of them is literally from South Korea. Craziness, chat, I tell you. Dougie, you need to collab with Frankie. I don't need to do anything, thank you, Sharma. I will collab with Frankie one day. I will. Cheers, Nacho. Been going. Shit, my memory is cooked. I got it wrong. It was the kickboxer where he fought to redeem. There you go. Mark remembers it. Apex is the foam stuffing. Apex is the foam stuffing in the delivery box that you'll get with your sign. Very presumptuous of you to assume that one day my sign will arrive, Paul. But yes, that is essentially an Apex card. Yeah, it's just the foam stuffing around the rest of the year. But let's be real. All right, I know you guys bitch about the Apex cards. I know you do. I get it. It's way better having Apex fights than no fights. It is better. I don't care. It's way better having Apex fights. We have done so many weekends where there hasn't been a fight on. There might be like a BKFC event or something. And we're all bored. We all want to see the UFC come back. The UFC is our lives. Let's not pretend. We don't have anything else going on in our lives except watching the UFC. And we hate it when it's not here. So I would rather have dog shit Apex cards where it's just a couple of fighters who are 1 or 2 fights out of the contender series and then a ranked opponent on the main. That's fine. Give me some Apex slop every now and then. I don't mind it. I think if we've got 47 events a year, I don't mind 18 Apex cards. Give me 18 Apex cards. Who will you pick for Prates or Leon for 322? I don't know. Leon's got so much experience. There's so many fights like this, right? Like Leon versus Prates is very Ian Gary versus Prates again. It's the same fight, really. Same thing as BSD versus Benil Dariush. Like, BSD just lost to Moicano. It's the same fight. I don't know. I'd probably go Leon, maybe. Maybe Leon. Prates is an easy pick. We just saw that fight. Doug, you need a... Okay, that's weird. They both have Asian eyes. Yeah, but that doesn't make them Asian. The sign will be delivered around the White House card. Probably, MMA Master. We are losers. Exactly. I'm having a gut instinct on the Leon comeback. So am I. And it makes sense as well. Like, it's the same style of fight that Prates just lost. I actually missed the COVID area. No crowd fights. Felt more brutal and personal. Yeah, with the Apex, you can't have 10 people in there. It's either got to be 2,000 people or no one. Yeah, I agree. And no one sounded sick. Like, it was so quiet. All right, what am I doing? Oh, Nascimento. KO. Kwama's gonna, Cody Durden's gonna guess. Charles Radke versus Daniel Forenza. Let's do it again, Radke. Round 1 knockout for Radke. Hell yeah, brother. And then say it again, son. Yeah, yeah. Isaac Dilgarian versus Yadla Deville. Ooh, I remember this. I just watched this Contender Series fight. Yes, yes, yes. But I also really enjoyed these as well. Francis Marshall, Christian Rodriguez. That was a good fight. Yes. Yes. I remember. I think I watched these yesterday. That's right. Going with Delgarian. I remember him standing out more. Decision. Yes. The fighters during the COVID at that moment in time were more marketable and had better stories. I mean, who were the fighters of that era? Usman, Izzy, Volk. Whitaker was still around. Vittori, Costa. Seems like it was a lot of middleweight action, right? Lightweight was still just the same top 5 it is now. Lightweight was exactly the same as it is now. Lightweight, except Armin's in there now. But it was still just Dustin Poirier, Gaethje, Chandler. With the Michael Morales era down at bantamweight, we had Aldo moving down around that time. I don't know if they were more marketable than they are now. That's why the Apex cards seemed more brutal. They were, you reckon, because of the fighters that were there? Well, also, the fighters that were fighting in the... Like, we had Dustin Poirier and Dan Hooker in the Apex. You know what I mean? We had Anderson Silva in the Apex. All the fighters were in the Apex. We don't have that now. Like, you're never, ever going to see Dan Hooker in the Apex again. That's just not going to... Dustin, like, Gaethje's not ever going to be in the Apex. Izzy's never going to be in the Apex. So, yeah, that also made the Apex feel different because there were big fighters in a dead silent room actually going at it. Yeah, more names in the Apex. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. If someone has dark skin, they're black. If someone is greedy and rich, they're a Jew. If someone has Asian eyes, they're Asian. I mean, that's a way to look at it, Bruce, for sure. We got robbed of the Reyes comeback run. At least we deserve the Leon road to championship run again. I don't think Leon's ever going to make a run back to championship, but there are a lot of similarities, right, between the Ian Gary fight for Prates and the Leon Edwards fight. You got a feeling Racky's going to get sparked? No, Racky's going to do the sparking, I reckon. Dougie, do you reckon you could beat Giuliano Ahente in a fight? He might be part Jewish. That's an edge to him based off the Jews being better than... Whoa. Number one, obviously I can beat Giuliano Ahente in a fight. All right, I'm like 250 pounds, mate. But the Jews beating the Sir, I don't know what you are talking about, mate. Serbia is a lone standing proud nation that hasn't got the Jewish controlled NATO inside of it. The only country in Europe that will not be controlled by NATO. I don't know what you were talking about. They just actually marketed them. They ain't doing shit these days. That is true. They just point the camera at them, and if they make good reels, they make good reels. Like the the UFC does no marketing. It just produces content. I'm more mean across the board. There was more yeah, there were names in the Apex. Yeah. Who was a better story than Talbot, revealing that it wasn't his ass with the vape. He was just the one that inserted it. I mean, that's Nacho's so true. No one in MMA has got a better story than Peyton Talbot. It wasn't his ass that the vape pen was in. It was his mate's ass that he had stuck the vape pen in, and then he decided to film it. Completely different. Hearing every punch and kick landing, hearing the fighters breathing and grunting was sick as fuck. It was good. And the corner work as well. Like when you could hear the top team corner work, it was good, man. Dougie needs some sleep and water. Actually, I'm in a good place. I've been to the gym. I've had a shower. Could use another coffee, to be honest. Nacho, it's a long way from Canada pulling a heist on a casino. True. Dougie, why are you hiding your bald head? I've got beautiful thick hair. I just gave myself a haircut. Beautiful, thick, long hair. Mate, you would wish you're going to look like this at 36, mate. I'm telling you. They seem more brutal because when the fighters connected with the kicks and the punches and the elbows, it was heard. Yeah, true, Mark. Very true, man. I don't think Dougie could beat an Indian fighter. Oh, Super Gamer. Wrong, mate. Indians can't win a fight. Who did you pick for the last two fights? I've gone Dalgarian by decision. I've gone Radke via KO. This is a super biased pick. I really like Charles Radke. And not just, you know, what he says on the microphone, but his fight style as well. I think he's an angry little cunt. I think it's great. I'm going with Nascimento over Cody Durden because Cody Durden's taking the fight on short notice. I'm going with Alicana to win. I think he'll get the grit through it. Kwamba, I'm not sure about this pick. He's the favorite on the betting odds, but everyone seems to be picking Chung Ho Lee. I don't know what I don't know. What I don't know. What don't I know here, chat? What am I missing here, chat? Interesting. Interesting. You didn't pick around for the Durden fight? Where am I? I didn't. Early. No, late. Good. Durden's going to gas. He's going to get a late finish. Yes. What's up, Jedhead? Good to see you, man. I hope that you're good, dude. How are you, brother? How will Nascimento win? Decision or finish? What have I got? Round 3, TKO. There you go. Round 3, TKO. That's what I just did. What's up, Matthew? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. Peyton put a vape on someone else's. Yeah, the Peyton Talbot vape pen up the ass story. It wasn't his ass. It was his mate's ass. Buddy had a long hair. I'm pretty happy with... Buddy, I had long hair. I'm pretty happy with short hair. Oh, so now you're happy you're going bald. I'm still waiting for the true mythical shit talker in the UFC. The kind of guy who would have a Hitler mustache while fighting his Duke. He will come one day. Don't worry about that. Imagine not having a 70% pick rate. You are not allowed to brag, Shama. You literally cherry pick fights. You didn't pick the route. We did that one. Thank you, Cheddarhead. What's up, Dougie? Keep up the good work. Can't stay. Got school work, but I'll catch you during the Saturday cut. See you light, MMA. Make sure you get your schoolwork done. Do your business, mate. Succeed in life. Do not allow the system to hold you back. Pass school. Become a tradesman. Do whatever you want to do. Thoughts on Quaylord Sale Kill destroying a bunch of minorities? He's our own Drew Dober. Australia's Drew Dober, and we love him. What's up, Weather Report? How are you, man? Good to see you, dude. Just marinated some chicken wings with mustard and black pepper. Oof. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, man. That sounds pretty good. Good, man. Doing all hours. Chat to it. Chat's doing great. I cherry-picked one card, and that is all I need. When's Dougie's going to start grooming light MMA? Shut up. Actually, my hair is well and healthy. Sure it is, Super Gamer. That's why you hide behind the screen. I don't see your face there, mate. I'm just playing, dude. You're all good. Themba Garimbo versus Jeremiah Wells. Here's what I think is going to happen. Dude, did you guys see Themba Garimbo's press conference? My kids matter more than his kids. Feeding my kids is more important than his kids. No beer at the beach today? No beer at the beach today, UFC Master. I've got personal business to attend to in the city today. Themba Garimbo. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He just wants to win. He just needs to get the win. he's going to get the win. Also, I think Jeremiah Wells is too muscular. I do. I don't like the look of it. I think he's too muscular. I think he's going to gas out. I think in the small cage at the Apex, Themba's going to be able to get his hands on him. Smush him. Draw it out to a decision. Maybe get a TKO, late TKO. Like as Jeremiah Wells starts to fade. We start to see maybe submission, like a rear naked choke. Could be ground and pound TKO. Could be submit, but I do think the fight's going to finish late in it. We'll go with TKO. We'll go with TKO. But I think the fight is going to finish late as Jeremiah Wells gasses out. I really do, man. I really do. If Islam wins, we need Dougie to shave his head. Oh my God, no. God almighty, no. The real question is, which minorities are left for Salkill to fight? Mate, it's Earth. We'll always find another minority for Sequel and Salkill to beat up. Don't worry about that. Is the business picking up the sign, or do you have to go to a county court for your grooming charges? It is neither, thank you, Nacho. It is neither. If Grimbo loses, he's definitely going to lose the house The Rock gifted him. Oh, mate, he's probably already sold it. Did you see he was building a school or something, and then he decided to not finish it? He's a scam artist, is Garimbo. I think Nacho's on it. Nacho is not on to anything. Thank you, chat. No more fucking Themba Garimbo life story post-fight interviews. Let this guy fuck off once and for all. Let me guess, T995. You hate Themba Garimbo and you want to see him get Rajad as well. I'm shocked. Thoughts on Tom quitting like a bitch? Tom didn't quit. Thank you, Sharma. Did you see literal war zone in Brazil? I didn't see the literal war zone in Brazil. What's happening in Brazil? Scammer, just like Francis Ngannou? Yes, they all are. Ante De La here is going to knock him out. Done. And here we go. The main... Jesus Christ. This card has got nothing on it, huh? Fucking water card. Dude, this card is shit. This is a shit card. It'll be fun, but fucking hell. There is no one on this fucking card to watch, is there? Like, what are we getting amped up for? Maybe Cedric Damas will get knocked out. Maybe we'll see some ass for a little bit, but honestly, if you want to see some ass, there's other places to watch it. The Asians will be fun and scrappy. Charles Radke will have a sick post-fight interview. Even if he doesn't say the word, he's always got such a chip on his shoulder that Charles Radke's at least good for a laugh. Fucking hell. What a card, huh? What a card. What a card. Craziness. Oh, man. I still hope, I still have flashbacks of Grimbo's lips flapping around after Luque choked him out. Yeah, I get that, but, you know, he's not fighting Vicente Luque. He's fighting a nobody. Thoughts on Tom lying about not being able to see to get pity points? I always knew John Jones was the GOAT. Your rage bait is not going to work today, Sharma. I'm in a good mood. Has anyone actually watched an Ante Delita fight, or is everyone picking him because he's Tom's friend? No, we watched him. He fought like last week. Yeah, he fought like last week against Marcin Tybura. We just saw him fight. So you enjoy Themba's yap sessions? It's almost like it's weird to see people get brutally beat up in a sport based around violence. So you enjoy Themba's yap sessions. It's almost like it's weird to see people get brutally beaten up in a sport. No, I don't enjoy Themba's yap sessions. I think they're pretty boring, but and I do enjoy watching people get beaten up. I'm saying that T995 every single time we talk about a fighter, you hate them. You hate every single fighter on the roster brutally. Yes, I like seeing people get beaten up. That's why I watch the UFC. I don't hate them. You hate everyone. Everyone. You fucking hate them, man. They killed like 150 gang members at a shootout in Brazil. That's fucking awesome, man. I thought Garimbo was going to finish Luque. I think we all did, man. Next two are hardcore cards. They are. They're the cards that are like, you've just got to watch. If you watch the UFC, you watch it. Who the fuck is that card? I think you mean, what the fuck is that card? Yeah, yeah. Would you rather see Ilya fight Islam at 155 or 170? 155. 155, yeah. Any update on the sign? Apparently the sign is going to be mailed out today. The sign's going to be mailed out today. It'll arrive on Monday, latest on Wednesday. Dalgarian is underrated. Dalgarian is underrated? Maybe. I haven't seen you here before, T-Man. Welcome. My name's Dougie. I make MMA content every day of the week, mate. JDM is a bigger threat for Ilya than Islam. JDM is a bigger threat for Ilya Topturo than Islam. Yeah, at 170. Yeah, absolutely, but not at 55. JDM can't make 55. Today's God told me to sleep that if Islam wins, you'll have to spend another 8 minutes in India. 8 months in India. I will never go to India again. UPS India, Rag Dolls Dougie. They have won this round. Who is worse clown? Giuliano. Who's the worst? Clown Show, Giuliano, or Joey? Oh, they're all... Yeah, in their own way. They're all very special in their own way, Sharma. Yeah. Good night, Mick. Thank you, man. I'm going to watch that Tom Aspinall vlog, mate, and see if I can get any new information out of it. Good on you, Mick. Appreciate you, dude. Dougie, I took a poo on your doorstep last night. You don't know where I live, Ricky. I think Ilya at 170 would be a bit unfair. I think he's too small for 170, but I could be wrong. I agree with that, T995. I think he's too small, man. I think he's too small. Dougie went 0-2 against an Indian. No, I won. What are you talking about? I won. I called them yesterday, and I was like, you will call me by the end of business today. And they were like, I don't know, sir. We meant to call you tomorrow. I was like, you will not call me tomorrow. You will call me today. But it's 3 o'clock. You will call me by the end of business today. And guess what? They did with a white in Australia. That's an absolute win. What are you talking about, mate? You guys are reaching. All right. Where is the one that I'm thinking of switching? Do I switch this pick? You did mog them on that phone. Go, yeah, I can be nice to people because I'm a nice person, but I run my own business. When I need to be a cunt, I will be an absolute ruthless cunt. Like, this is not a problem at all. You cannot run your own business if you do not know how to fucking guard your own boundaries. Timmy Kwamba versus Chang Ho Lee. Do I bring in the great coin flip for this one? Why am I feeling coin flippy about this one? I'm feeling coin flippy about this one, chat. I think we flip a coin, chat. Do I break my own rule of picking 2 Asians to win? Oof. Ilya is too small for 155. Paddy is going to ragdoll him when he gets him. Ilya is too small for 155. That's such a weird thing to say. That's such a weird thing to say. Like he beat not Jalen Turner. He beat that guy at 155 that head kicked him, and Charles Oliveira at 155. That's such a weird thing to say. I'm seeing this because we've already seen Ilya struggle against fighters with good defensive boxing and head movement. That is true. That is true. But yeah, I mean, it's JDM's never going to fight at 150. What is your least favorite race? Just say the first letter. No, Sharma. Can you imagine Ilya trying to fight someone like Buckley or Randy Brown? He has that punch power. But other than that, he gets mogged at 170. Yeah, 170. I agree. But Ilya shouldn't go to 170. Absolutely not. No, God, no. Tommy Aspinall on ya, Brucey. And to make it worse, JDM has some of the best head movement in the game, probably the best defensive boxing and the fastest boxing combinations in the division. Yes, that is true. That is true, Nitro. Yeah. But I mean, it's a weird hypothetical that we're having. I guess if Ilya was at 170, like if you grew Ilya up to 170, you would have to ask though, because JDM is a TKO fighter and Ilya is a one-hitter quitter. Like, if Ilya lands on JDM, does JDM's chin take it? You know, Asian fighter is always chinny. What about the Korean zombie? Do you guys have Halloween down there? Some of the parents celebrate it, but generally no. If you're not doing it for JDM will do it. True. Ilya is a monster. Also true, yeah. Why are you guys saying he's too small for 170? Not weird fella, but he's a blown up 145er. I mean, because he's already looking pretty not tall for 150. Like, I do think 170 is too much for Ilya Tapiriot. Dougie will dress up as an Indian for Halloween and then go to the UPS building, and that's how I will get my package. Whenever I need a coin flip, but I don't have a coin, I just straighten my chode and then make bets on if it swings left or right when I go. You should try it. No. No. Ilya is overhyped. He will lose to everyone be shitting on him just like with Stylebender. Ilya's overhyped. Ilya's overhyped. He slept Volkanovski, Max Holloway, and Charles Oliveira and put 2 10-8 rounds on Josh Emmett. He's won 2 championships. He's won a belt in 2 divisions. Ilya's overhyped. He slept the greatest chin in UFC history in Max Holloway. He slept Charles Oliveira as well, who hadn't been slept since 2019. Ilya's overhyped. No. No, he isn't. JDM's boxing style is so much more superior than Ilya's. Yeah, but the power, right? Like, they're both going to land on each other during the 25 minutes. JDM and Ilya are both going to land on each other. If JDM lands on Ilya, he's not sleeping Ilya. If Ilya lands on JDM, just search up coin flip in your browser. I think I might, Mohit. If DC can compete at heavyweight at 5'8", then Ilya should be fine at welterweight at 5'6". Different styles of fighters. Like, DC was throwing his weight around, you know. Different styles of fighters. Like, DC isn't a short pocket boxer with all high cardio. No way he's overhyped, I know. We will make a JDM glazing stream. It feels like it's going to be a JDM glazing stream. Max Holloway is a bum. That's just, okay. This is how we know. This is how we know. We're not having serious conversations with serious people, Ricky. He might be, though. He might. I think he is. Max is the second best boxer. No, Ilya is the best boxer. JDM's the second best boxer. Joshua Van might be the third best boxer. Max is good. Max is real good. DC is 5'5". True. You're all way too hyped about JDM. I don't think we're hyped enough, Matthew. Holloway was after a bad cut. He looked like a White Walker. Volk off a KO. Overhyped. Easy. Holloway was off a bad cut. Holloway wasn't off a bad cut at all. Holloway's cut went fine. Holloway's bad cut was the Ortega fight. Dougie going to put his house on JDM. Hell yeah, brother. I like JDM, but he's not done enough yet. That's fair. That is fair. That's true. DC was dirty boxer in the clinch. He was, yeah. Him and Ilya's disadvantage actually gives him advantages in the pocket boxing. That is true. DC was close up in the clinch. He loved that collar tie and the uppercut, but he didn't stay in there really. Like, he would get dirty in the clinch, and that's when he would look for that fucking single leg and dump him on their right. Did DC ever have back surgery? Because I don't know how DC's back was able to withstand that for so many years. Picking up all those heavy bastards on one leg and then tipping them to their side. That seems like a blown out spine waiting to happen. All right, we're going to make Timmy Kwamba heads and Chang Ho Lee tails. Timmy Kwamba is heads. Chang Ho Lee is tails. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. I'm sticking with Kwamba. The coin and myself have both backed Kwamba. I'm sticking with Kwamba. It's done, chat. The picks are done. God almighty. God help us all. Alhamdulillah, brothers. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, brothers. God almighty. Are we going to be able to get through this chat? Do I stay live for 47 hours and 44 minutes? No. I've got personal business to attend to. Very personal. I've got personal business to attend to, chat. Fucking hell. Why? Yeah, that's a good question that no one asked in the chat, who I'm just ignoring at the moment, but I'll get back to chat. This is a good question. What the fuck is going on with this fight, man? Why hasn't it been announced? When is it gonna happen? For fuck's sake, dude. Holloway was after a bad cut. I read that one. Dougie's going to put his house on JDM. We did that one. DC was a dirty boxer. We did that one. Guys, don't do that to JDM. To British fans, did that to Tom. Muslims do it to Dagestanis. Don't glaze him so much that we would come listening to you. Well, no, I think, Mohit, we're going to. I think we're going to overglaze JDM. You know what we can do on this stream, boys? We can come up with the 10 best attributes of JDM. 10 reasons to love JDM. Saying Holloway had a bad cut to 155 and then coming up from featherweight. What are we doing? I know, it's not serious conversations with serious people, Nacho. What's the name of that Aussie MMA organization I've been trying to find for that one time? There's two. There's Eternal, which is probably the one that you've seen, Shane. Eternal MMA, which is on Fight Pass. And then there's Hex, which is meant to be on Channel 7 in Australia, but they haven't updated any episodes of it in months. Me and the boys were meant to be on the last episode, but we haven't updated it. Honestly, can't wait for the next pay-per-view. The last one was spoiled with the ending. Neither can I. Yeah, I can't. Dude, I'm loving MMA right now. I think we're in a great timeline, Sharma. Even with Aspinall losing, it makes everything more exciting. It makes heavyweight more exciting. Gone pretended Aspinall won. Gonna pretend Aspinall won. Good idea, Super Gamer. JDM made welterweight great again. He really did. And unfortunately, so did Sean Brady, who I hate. I mean, I understand the Australian thing, but the guy took Holland to a split decision. KO's the shell of Gilbert Burns, and then struggles against Bilal. It's 4-1, mate. 4 rounds to 1. Struggles against Bilal. KO's the shell of Burns. He had a broken forearm in the first round. What are you talking, Matthew? Just like Alex went 2-0 against Ankeny Smith. What are we talking about? Yo, you're going to pretend that Alex went 2-0 against Ankeny Smith? I'm with you, Super Gamer. Let's go! All that just to have a lower pick rate than me. Sharma, you've literally picked 2 cards, all right? Just chill, little boy. Just chill. It was at featherweight, Nacho, you plank. He was fighting at lightweight and went back down to fight Ilya. Oh, Max Holloway? Yeah, but Max Holloway's cut down to featherweight was fine. It's okay, Dougie. We see the hub tabs. Yeah, but, you know, where else are you going to go? Do you miss, bro, you going to go get that sign? Did I miss the call? I'm not going to go get the sign, Robbie. The sign will be delivered to me early next week. No one cares about women's MMA. This fight does matter. At the White House, that might be why they haven't announced it yet. Could be, Bruce. This could be a White House fight. It could. I hope Greg Jones trains JDM well. He will, mate. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Thoughts on Eddie Alvarez? I think Eddie Alvarez is criminally underrated. Everyone thinks he's shit, even though he's literally won a belt in every division he's ever gone to. How can you be a shit fighter and win a belt in every organization that you go to? I don't know why everyone hates Eddie Alvarez. Australian business owner interviews local twink for professional work. Personal business. Featherweight. Max fought earlier at featherweight, but his weight cut went fine. Thoughts on UFC 321 being worse than Alex Fight Night? Thoughts on UFC 321 being worse than Alex Fight Night? Being worse than Alex Fight Night. I don't know what you're saying. Benil beat BSD. Benil beats BSD. Yeah, that's a weird one. BSD versus Benil. BSD just fought Moicano. Old, came at him with the wrestling. BSD crumbled. Now it's the exact same fight again. It's like they're giving BSD a rerun, right? A redo. I've picked 3 cards. You've cherry-picked 3 cards. Yeah. It was 145, Ilya versus Matt. Yes, I know. Gonna pretend Don didn't quit. Tears were flowing out of his eyes. Tom didn't quit. Tom didn't quit. Good excuse. We could use a piss break for the White House card. True. Is Amanda versus Kayla really women's MMA? I mean, that's a good point, you know. Are they really women? Really? Please no women's fights at the White House. Also, I'm sure Kayla doesn't want to sit out for that long. Yeah, actually, Kayla did say that she wasn't going to wait that long. I do remember her saying that. She did say she wasn't going to wait that long. Like, she wants to fight. She wants to be active. She wants to make her money. No one cares, Ben Davis. Stop being a pussy. Fucking Ben Davis is such a soy. God damn. That's brutal. Zero wins in 2025. Jesus Christ. John Jones, Tom Aspinall, Francis Ngannou, and Cyril Gane. The best of the heavyweight division in MMA. 0 wins in 2025. That's such a weird stat. That's such a weird stat. Wait a minute. That dono that I sent a few weeks ago about this goddamn sign, you still don't have it? Yes, Shane, I still don't have it. There was an issue with the delivery. Apparently, they sorted it out yesterday. It will be getting sent out today. It will arrive early next week. Earliest Monday, Wednesday. We spoke to them on the phone, live on the stream yesterday, Shane. Apex Fight Night. Oh, right. Apex Fight Night. That's what you're saying. What are you saying? Let's go. I've got Pick Rate the New. Next pay-per-view. Shama. Thoughts on UFC 321 being worse than the Apex Fight Night? Oh, it isn't. That's ridiculous. How are you, mate? What's up, Mitch? How are you, dude? Good to see you, dude. I was listening to you for the last 40 minutes, but I've been driving home from work looking fresh. Good on you, Mitch. You're a legend, mate. Yeah, it's one of those kind of streams to just pop on and listen to in the background today. Not a very active stream. Not like we're playing any games on the live together. Smash or pass Andy Aspinall? Ooh, smash. Kayla pisses from her balls. Piss is stalled in the balls. Pointless post. This new card is Shizer. This new card, yeah, the new card's not great. It's hard to get amped up for this card. It's not the best card in the world. That is true. Props to BSD for staying active. His third fight in 7 months. That's true. Actually, let's give a little shout out to BSD for actually being an active fighter. True, man. Harrison versus Nunes, the battle of the biggest strap-on. Let me get my dick up in here. The Gun fans need to hold on to Tom quitting. It helps them get over his prior losses. It does, man. It does. The Cyril Gun fans are just... Top of heavyweight is so strange. Like, all the people who hate John Jones overhype Tom Aspinall. Hi, how you going? Everyone just ignores Francis Ngannou, even though Francis Ngannou probably beats all of these guys. And Cyril Gane only has a fan base because he's like John Jones's little minion. Like, John Jones sent Cyril Gane in there to go and fight Tom Aspinall, it feels like. Feels like Cyril Gane's been sent on behalf of John Jones. It's so weird, man. Heavyweight right now is bizarre, mate. The Gun fan needs... I just read that one. Thoughts on UFC 321 being the worst card ever? It isn't the worst. What are you talking about, Sharma? It isn't. Heavyweight is not fun anymore. Dude, heavyweight hasn't been fun for years, man. For years. Dougie, will you bring Bilal Muhammad for tomorrow's stream? Will I bring in Bilal Muhammad? Will I be Bilal Muhammad for tomorrow's stream? No. I think I'm going to be Mike Bloody Nolan for the stream tomorrow, mate. Tell us about the Garn fans. The Garn fans are just John Jones minions. That's all they are, mate. Heavyweight has been shit for 4 years. Heavyweight has been shit ever since Stipe got the belt back. Ever since then, it's been dog shit. Like, Francis got the belt off Stipe. That was fine. That was pretty cool to see Stipe get slept like that. Then he had the Cyril Gane fight, which, like, you could argue was a robbery, right? You could give that fight to Cyril Gane. That was a dog shit fight. And then we had to live through the John Jones Ducks Francis saga, where John Jones wins the belt against Cyril, defends against Stipe. It's just been horrible. It's been horrible. Ever since Stipe got his belt back, it's been horrible. Horrible. Gun fans are queer. True, Weston. Very true. UFC 279 was shit. What was UFC 279? Let's have a look. UFC 279. Nate Diaz Ferguson, Hamzat Holland. Yeah, that was shit. That was shit. That was a shit UFC. Yeah. Fuck, I'd never watch that one back. Never. Never. Yeah. Darian Wilkes. Is he even still in the UFC anymore? Yeah. Jake Collier. Remember Jake Collier? Ugh. Ew! Ew! Jake Collier. Oh. Fucking Johnny Walker got a win over Ion Cutelaba. Weird to say that. That's crazy. Johnny Walker got a win over Ion Cutelaba. You'd never believe that actually happened, would you? Nuts, mate. I reject your Garn fan hypothesis. It's true, though, Nacho. It's true. No one's a fan of Cyril Gane. No one is a fan of Cyril Gane. They're fans of John Jones. That is all. And Cyril Gane is John Jones's weapon that he puts in there. But no one is a fan. There's no one waking up going, I can't wait to see Cyril Gane's next fight. I wonder what Cyril Gane's been up to. No one cares about Cyril Gane. Kane out of prison could make a run. He could, dude. He could, man. DC could make a run today. Real Gun fans are there since John Jones's nut shot. The real Cyril Gane fans have been there since he kicked John Jones in the balls. True. Diaz versus Ferguson. Yep, that was the one. I want to formally apologize for missing a bunch of streams. Seeing you again puts a little kink in my dink. All right, Sharma. You're welcome, mate. It's okay. I understand. I stream at late times, mate. That card sucked. That card is awesome. Is awful. Kane is old now. Kane is old now. True. 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 I'm not a fan of John Jones. I know you're not. But you're not a fan of Cyril Gane either. You're a hater of Tom Aspinall. You're not a fan of Cyril Gane. You hate Tom Aspinall. Gable Stevenson needs to be on Contender Series in 2026. I agree. I completely agree, UFC Master. This is true. I think he will be. I think he will be. He did LFA. He's doing Dirty Boxing tomorrow. And then I will assume that he would be on Contender Series next year. He's just getting in some experience. Christ, this doesn't look good, does it? Oh, God, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, does it? Eye poke, eye poke, eye poke. Tom Aspinall's eyes are white and clear and fine. Oh, I get the pushback. I do. I understand why they think he quit. Oh, I get it. Should we ask the chat? What's the poll going to say? Let's do a poll. I bet you chat's going to agree. What about this? Let's do this, yeah. Do you believe Tom was still blind 3 days later? Let's see. All right, let's see, chat. What do we reckon? I'll never let go. Think of any other card. Think of any other shit card than UFC 321. What was UFC 321? UFC 321. We just did UFC 321. No, UFC 321 wasn't that bad. I mean, the pay-per-view was. Alexander Rakic knockout. Volkov Almeida was slow. Umar Batista was a fun fight. Werner Jandarova versus Mackenzie Dern was a competitive fight. You guys are just disappointed with how the card ended. The card was not that bad. There's been way worse cards than UFC 321. Way worse. John Jones didn't quit when Garn fouled him. It wasn't as bad, Robbie. It wasn't as bad. It was a little light shot to the balls. Maybe Sharma catfishing Dougie by pretending to be Wixen. I think he is, mate. Rigo is a Garn fan. Oh, disgusting. I'm not surprised at all. Do you think Islam beats Jack Della Maddalena? I do not, Swung So World. I do not, brother. I'm literally only hyped for the Norma Dumont fight. This card is terrible. This weekend's card is terrible. Yeah, I'm excited to watch Charles Radke win. I'm excited to see Cedric Damas slept. I'm excited to see if Deleja can actually put on a fun and exciting performance. And I'm looking forward to the main event. So it's not, you know, it's not the worst card in the world, but this is the sickness of a hardcore MMA fan. You know, this is the sickness. I reckon Gamble gets murked by a ranked fighter, but Gable Stevenson gets murked by a ranked fighter. Yeah, so at LFA, he didn't do much except lie on the bloke in top position. He didn't do much. Bilal's bad eye. There it is. There's the bad eye. I'll never let you go. You know how Dana told Volkov, we'll make it up to you? I think he made the same promise to Garn too before he fought Volkov. Before he fought Volkov too. You know how Dana told Volkov, we'll make it up to you, and then he didn't? Yeah, I think he made the same promise to Garn before he fought Volkov too. I don't get it. When you vote, chat, remember that John Jones is the GOAT. Stop it, Paul. Finally coming around on Tom. I guess I'm not retarded now. I'm accepting apology forms. Welcome, Robbie. Welcome. Welcome. Tactical retreat. Live to fight another day. Maybe smart. But as fans, we don't respect it. I understand both the points. But you Aspinall fans have to admit the truth. He did retreat. I mean, semantically, word for word, he did retreat. But it was due to being illegally fouled by someone who constantly fouls. Like, yes, he did technically retreat, tactically, because he was blinded. But he was blinded by someone who has made a career of cheating. John Jones is the GOAT of beating his wife. True. Very true. This is just disappointing. Raising John Jones is indeed the GOAT. John Jones is not the GOAT. Remove Rigo. Why? I don't have any control over Rigo. I would rather watch two midgets take turns with the furry man than watch UFC 321. UFC 321 wasn't that bad, man. There have been way worse pay-per-views than UFC 321. Ain't no retreating guard badly. Exactly. Exactly. What's happening? Just hanging out, talking shit, loyalty. What's happening with you, brother? I didn't realize it because I was never that interested in Garn, but he's got to be one of the dirtiest fighters ever. I mean, there's been a lot of dirty fighters, but he's definitely up there. You know what? With Cyril Garn, he will literally aim for the back of the head. I've watched that clip that I've got on my X account. We've seen it so many times. Like, a fighter will come swinging in, and Cyril Garn will clock him on the back of the skull. It's brutal, man. It really is. It's disgusting. And that's Cyril Garn for you, mate. Horrible, horrible human being. Horrible. Just horrible, horrible human being, brothers. Horrible. Try not to crash out again. When did Weston crash out? When did Westy crash out? We haven't seen a good Westy crash out in a while. What have you done, Weston? I'm already crashing out? Oh, no. It's begun. Dirtiest fighters tier list. Oi, that's a good idea. I like that one. See why they keep on saying he can't see unless it's factual. What does he get from lying? Helps his image. Helps the I didn't quit image, right? Helps the I didn't quit image. Bilal's eye looks like it was poked by syphilis. Ew. Ew. Shut up, Bilal. No one cares what you have to say, Bilal. If John Jones was the GOAT, Islam would marry him. He's annoying to me. I'm Guru Sister, by the way. I don't know why they aren't showing. I know loyalty business. It's so fucking annoying. It's a new thing that YouTube are bringing out. They're getting rid of all your names. I don't like it. I don't like change. I don't like it. I don't like it. Did you guys hear Ronda Rousey have a little crash out? I'm not going to play it because her voice is annoying. But Ronda Rousey had a little crash out. Let's check it out together, chat, shall we? The only reason MMA fans have their lips around Khabib's cock is because he retired before he reaches his limit. If he reached his limit, everyone would be like, Khabib is shit. She said that you only like the fighters that are winning. The second they're not winning anymore, you guys hate them forever. Like, you guys just hate Chuck Liddell now for some reason, which isn't true. And, like, you guys just hate Anderson Silva now, which isn't true. And you guys just hate Conor McGregor now, which just isn't true. Yeah, Ronda's one of those human beings. Like, just cannot go near a microphone without fucking it up. She literally needs to just shut the fuck up and stay indoors. Do you believe Tom Aspinall? 70%. Yes, chat. Based, chat. Based Dougie's Corner. I'm proud of you guys. Well done, Dougie's Corner. You guys are the shit. This is why I have the best community on MMA YouTube. You are Dougie's Corner. The based ones. Bilal's eye looks like it was eye poked by syphilis. We did that one. We did that one. We did that one. If John Jones was the GOAT, Islam would marry it. We did that one. I did that one. Garn cheats in every fight. He does, Weston. This is true, brother. 100% his back of the headshots are intentional. They are, dude. He dips into them. He did. What the fuck? No, that's not what I want. I want this. When a fighter rushes... Look. Bang. Back of the head. Eye poke. Back of the head. He swings to hit the back of the head. He does it every time. This is just a slap to the back of the head. He does it every time. He's the worst, man. He waits for a fighter to duck down, and then he hits them on the back of the head. God, he's disgusting. Crashed out on Frankie's stream on a power trip. Classic Weston. Oh, Weston. Hold it together, brother. I believe in you, mate. I think if the eye poker guy, the guy should be allowed to stomp on your fingers. Oh, that's a good one, Matthew. I like that. We'll put his fingers in the cage door and slam the door on him. Rousey was right about Rogan. I mean, he's got a little bit more than Taekwondo, but I get what she was saying. 3 days after, I'm not sure he would need to go on this long for it to seem legit. 3 days after, not sure he would need it to go on this long to seem legit. I think it's helping his image because, to play devil's advocate, Mark, I think because the doctors in Abu Dhabi said there wasn't a problem with his eyes, it's not very good for his image. So the second he goes back to England, he's like, no, I'm still blind. I'm still blind. You know what I mean? Helps sell it a little bit more. That wasn't a crash out. Me and Frankie talking a call about how we're going to run the channel. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay. So Weston knows what's going on behind the scenes. Ronda getting KO'd was satisfying. It was, dude. When her arms are up in the air. Dude, Ronda Rousey's got the funniest KO in MMA history. Because she's like out on her feet while her arms are flinging around. It's so good, man. I can't think of a funny... I know we all laugh at Johnny Walker getting knocked out, but Ronda being knocked out is just top tier stuff. Do you use anything against foot odor? No, but I've got the kind of shoes that you can throw in the wash. Like my runners are ones that you can throw in the wash. My training shoes are ones that you can... And with my work boots, I just replace them. I replace my work boots like every 3 months because they do get fucking... They get diabolically bad. Ronda is right about that. I disagree, Robbie. I disagree. There is definitely a large percentage of hate at a large percentage of fighters after they lose. I'm not saying it should change. I'm saying it definitely happens. Denial is delusional. I mean, there is hate for fighters after they lose, that's for sure. But I don't think people say they were never shit. I guess it depends on the fighter, right? You know, I guess it depends on the fighter. Do you notice the Asian fighters take nut shots better because they are small? That's a good theory. Less cock to hit. Didn't realize you were streaming, at least not 1 a.m. here in the US. I mean, it's not a bad time, install driver. It's all good, mate. It's all good. I don't blame. Obviously, there was no notifications that went out, but that's all right, mate. Almost everyone hates Khabib now too, so basically MMA fans are retarded and they'll hate you eventually. Yeah, that's a good point. People do hate on Khabib now. Yep. That was a double knuckler by Garn. Dude, Garn is disgusting, man. He's one of them. Of course, he doesn't play by the rules. Back of the head shots are reparations. Man, I deserve these back of the head shots, man. These are owed to me, man. God damn. There was no other result throwing hammer fists in Garn's finishing sequences while standing over an opponent with their face to the ground. There was no other result to throwing hammer fists. Are you saying there was nothing else he could do except throw hammer fists to the back of his head? Yeah, of course, mate. Of course. There's no way he could loop his hand around and hit the ear. Nacho going at Westy. Oh my god. The war of the mods. The first mod war is here. Hasn't Ronda's entire post-UFC career been a crash out? Yeah, essentially, Matthew, yeah. Fuck off, Dougie. That was my take about Tom's English doctors last night, and you called me retarded. Well, we kept talking about it, Robbie, and, you know, this is what happens. We slowly come around. That's why we do these live streams, Robbie, so we can share ideas with each other, and maybe I'll convinced of a different direction. Oh god, I love doing this stream. Show Ronda getting KO'd by Holly Holm. It's so pretty. Nah, the Nunes one's better, I reckon. Super Gamer. Just free VPN located in Poland. Wait, that's not the word just. That's me. My free VPN just located in Poland. I mean, your dyslexia and my dyslexia and your typing, not good. I need caffeine. If I'm going to keep doing this, I need caffeine. But I'm only going to do it for another 20 minutes, so we'll see. Even if there's a 1% chance, we have to take it as an absolute certainty. Therefore, 30% disbelief, Tom quit. I love that you're quoting Batman, Bruce Wayne. Anyone else noticing? Real men let the musk build up. That is true. Never clean your shoes. Never. It's not the dick, it's the balls. I mean, they have a small everything, right? At the end of the stream, can you go over your picks again? You know what, Bruce? Why not? We can do that, man, for sure. My son just died in a tragic car accident. I'm really sorry to hear that, Excited Solar System. Did we not tell Garn it's not pre-2000, not UFC 2000? He doesn't know, mate. It's reparations. He's allowed to cheat and hit people on the back of the head. These are his reparations. I love the referee on this one. Oh, yeah. Hits him on the back of the head. Clean. Clean. Big shots just straight to the back of the head. Like directly on the back of the... There's no looping the punch around. It's just huge shots straight to the back of the head. And then it goes over to one of the judges or the referees. And she's like, what the fuck? I think that's Megan O'Leary. Is that Megan O'Leary? Megan O'Leary's like, dude, that is bad. Yes. Oh my god. Golden Cyril Garn. What a cheat, man. Horrible cheat. Cut off Garn's fingers so no more eye poking, and do John Jones as well. Good idea, Super Gamer. I like that, man. I meant Garn throwing those hammer fists was only going to result in an illegal shot to the back of the head. Oh, right. Yeah, like that's what I think, dude. I think he's aiming for the back of the head. I really do, man. Impression of Weston and Nasho throwing down like the goats that they are. I'm going to leave the mod war to them. I'm going to leave it to them. I'm not going to get involved in this. I don't get involved in the high school drama of MMA YouTube. I saw that was going on yesterday as well. That was a scary Jewish laugh, wasn't it, Bruce? I mean, his entire career was lady cans. I mean, her entire career were lady cans. And as soon as she gets KO'd by a non-can, she retires. Ronda sucks. Yes, Matthew, I completely agree with that. No, you're all good, Loyalty. You're all good, Guru's sister. You're all good. I'd favor Tom to beat Garn in the rematch because Garn is an idiot. I will be picking Tom Aspinall in the rematch. Why are you simping so hard for Tom on Twitter? Me? Oh, it's funny. Because it's funny. It's funny. This is what we're doing. This is funny. We're having a fun time on Twitter. Censoring the J word. I'm not. Is YouTube? Can you guys not write Jew in chat anymore? Someone write Jew in chat. Can you not write Jew in chat anymore? Someone say the word Jew. Serial cheater gun, he is. It's true my son died in a car crash, but he... Okay, that's just... Jew. Yeah, they're not censoring the word Jew. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. All right, that's enough. That's enough. All right, don't go wild, you fucking... Okay, chat. All right. That'll get me. You know, don't. I shouldn't even bother saying. Like the stream and subscribe. Does absolutely nothing for the algorithm. If I say drop a slur, you guys will. The algorithm will shoot through the roof. All of a sudden, the chat rate will go crazy. John Jones is the GOAT. Beating your wife when she gets out of line is based. I mean, anyone seen that Sean Connery clip? It's not Garn's fault. He just sees red and the headshots start happening. It is Garn's fault. I just see red. What can I do? What's the law on the mod war? I used to have like a whole bunch of mods in here. And then people started getting banned without my knowledge. So without being bothered to figure out which mod it was, I just nuked all of the mods. Weston was one of them. And I like Weston. I like you a lot, Weston. You're a good bloke. You know I like you. Then I made Nacho the only mod that was in here. It just felt right. Nacho seemed to have earned it. And now Nacho and Weston are going at each other for something that happened over on Frankie's stream. And that's it. And that's all I'm going to talk on it. Because this is an MMA YouTube. MMA YouTube, by the way, everyone out there, is about MMA. Not about every other MMA YouTuber and all the people in their chat rooms. It's about MMA. Just by the way, to all the other MMA YouTubers out there, it's about MMA. Not this high school drama of he said, she said in the chat rooms. That's fucking gay. Tom versus Garn rematch in France with a British ref would produce peak heat. It needs to be in England. Not in France. It needs to be in England. The French need to come to London to steal the heavyweight belt. That's what needs to be. It will be the biggest fight in European MMA history. That's funny, Sharma. Juice did the... Okay. They did say Volk at it. Okay. YouTube censoring... No. Mod tier list. There we go. It's the autism. It is about autism. Yeah. MMA YouTube is about... Okay. What do the other MMA YouTubers do? They don't talk about MMA. They talk about each other. I mean, we are watching sweaty guys hug, so MMA is kind of gay. It is kind of gay. Yeah, it's true. Can I get a hell yeah, brother? Can I get a hell yeah? Fucking Ronda Rousey, mate. Unbelievable stuff. Sean Strickland. Warren, what is he doing now? What has Sean Strickland done now? On the slide. Can you hear this, chat? You can. All right. What are you saying, Sean? Everyone get ready to hear some slurs. Who wants to hear a slur? Can I get a 1 in the chat if you guys want to hear Sean Strickland say a slur? Here we go. Sean Strickland is wild for this, and he's wearing an ice hat. I think he's in the offices. Drop some 1s in the chat if you want to hear Sean Strickland say a slur, boys. MMA is so gay, we say ooh when the girls fight. True. People forget, man. Can you drink tap water in Australia? Fucking oath you can, mate. Sean's training with Alex. He helps his jab and teep. Here we go.
So I'm at the PI. Lynn and list of my friends, and they don't like my hat. She doesn't like my hat. I'm telling her.
Wow, the black girl that works in the office at the UFC PI doesn't like the Ice Raids hat. Whoever would have guessed? Did he say the word? Not on this video, but he did say the word recently.
My hat. I'm telling her, dude. Upstairs, there's a Mexican Olympian. So what better hat to wear when I'm about to go violate their rights? This is the best hat for it. I'm telling her. Dude, upstairs, there's a Mexican Olympian. So what better...
What did he say? Upstairs, there's a Mexican or an Indian? What did he say?
I don't like my hat. She doesn't like my hat. I'm telling her. Dude, upstairs, there's a Mexican Olympian. So what better hat to wear when I'm about to go violate their rights? This is...
Oh, he said upstairs, there's a Mexican Olympian. What is there? A Mexican Olympian. A Mexican Olympian. So Henry Cejudo is training upstairs.
She doesn't like my hat. I'm telling her, dude, upstairs there's a Mexican Olympian. So what better hat to wear when I'm about to go violate their rights? This is the best.
They're so offended. Fucking hell. They're so offended, these fucking women in the offices. Oh my God, HR. This is why I can't work in corporate Australia. This is why, man. What's up, Just Guy? How are you, dude? They get so fucking offended. He's a Mexican Olympian. What did he say? Did you hear that? Shut up, bitches. The dude upstairs is a Mexican. Yep. Deshaun is blacker than any African. True. Blacker than King Green himself. Blacker than King Green himself. It was another weirdo. Henry claims he's US. Henry does claim he's American. That is true. But we know he isn't, doesn't he? What slur did Sean say recently? He dropped the N-bomb with Nina Drama. Where are the slurs at? I know. There's no slurs at all. Cerudo is American. Bro reps the flag and tells Mexicans to boo him to fuck off. That's based as shit. I will join ICE. Nice one. Scammed, no slur. I feel scammed too, Sharma. I feel scammed too. Don't say Mex. Yeah, is Mexican a slur? I don't think it is, mate. He's right. ICE is indeed violating people's rights. I think he's making a point, to be honest. Well, at least you got to share your thoughts, Install Driver. Someone tell Sean that Alex is illegal. Now go start shit with him. Oh, I like it, mate. Did you call customer support yet? We did, Cesnat. We did customer support live on the stream. We spoke to them live on the stream. The sign is in transit today. Latest delivery Wednesday. Scammed? I know, Sharma. I know. Strickland attempting to counter his irrelevance with a normal tongue-in-cheek racism. Exactly, mate. Just normal stuff. Just a bit of fun racism. Nothing wrong with it, mate. Nothing wrong with it at all. What's up, Chrissy J? How are you, Chrissy J? Hope you're being good. That was good. This is not a win for Australia. People in Australia do not know. This is not a win for Australia. This is worse for Australia. We lose fight nights. Can you guys go onto my Twitter and like this post? Not my Twitter, my Instagram account and like this post. We lose fight nights. Oh, you can't do that, can you? You have to actually go to the actual post. We lose fight nights on Fight Pass. And still have to pay for pay-per-view. This is worse for us. Dude can't even spell Australia. Oh my god. The fuck? What the fuck? Why can't I spell Australia? Motherfucker can't even spell Australia right. What the fuck is going on? Thank you. Fight nights. Fight Pass. Let me read some chats. Say gardener. Gardener. Illegal beans don't have rights. True, Cheddarhead. Mexican Olympian sounds like a compliment. It does sound like a compliment. Henry talking to Masvidal started code switching to Latin stream. Did he? He went into Latin? Unbelievable. Bobby Green was raised by a white family. He tries to act black so hard, the man is culturally confused. Oh, I know, dude. Bobby Green on the Jackson podcast. Really hard listen. I agree. Typical women aren't based. Breaking news. The skies will... I know, Sharma. I know. To be fair, Sean doesn't give a flying fuck about what the others... I think Sean deeply cares about what other people think, Mark. Deeply. Women get offended when you open the door for them. Mate, women get offended by fucking everything. It's going to be sad. It is going to be... What's sad, Junior? Henry trying to sell in Latin in street was hilarious. I didn't hear it. W stream. Thank you, Mitch. Where's Estrella? Where's Estrella? Chatted. Dougie, what fairness with the Oz Paramount deal? Dougie, what's fairness with the Oz Paramount deal? What's worse? Is that what you're trying to say, Paul? What's worse with the Oz Paramount deal? We used to have, right now on Fight Pass, we have the prelims and fight nights. And we have the Fight Pass prelims and the prelims to the pay-per-view. Right? It's great. When it's on Paramount, the fight night main events are all going to be on Paramount. We're only getting prelims on Fight Pass. Because you're retarded? That is true. Aren't you Australian? I am. It's spelled Austrian. There we go. Paul, how drunk are you? Typos have been crazy. Yeah, Paul's typos have been wild today. That's all right. I'm getting through them. Aussies can't watch the main event on Paramount 2. Champs for nothing. I know. It's a joke, dude. It is a joke. 2 champs for fucking nothing. I agree. Dougie spells Serbia like Scotland. Don't say that. Next time, help me see it. Don't say that. I got you. I got you, Paul. I got you, man. Yeah. No way they put the correct... No way you put on the correct address. I did put on the correct address for the sign. I did. But they didn't want to send it to a parcel locker. They wanted to send it to my address. And they went to my billing address, which was my old address. My billing address is not my residential address. It's hard to deliver packages to my residential address because it's only post boxes here. I live in an apartment building. There is nowhere to leave packages. So I have a parcel locker for packages, and they refused to take it to the parcel locker. So they fucked it up, and they sent it to the billing address, which is my old business address. Strickland is low-key sensitive. I do think Strickland is sensitive as fuck. Make a tier list of fighters who would most likely be ground and pounded by Diddy and 5 other black men. We don't need to make a tier list about it. We can do it. We can do it live right now. Ian Gary would get ground and pounded by 5 black men. Sean O'Malley would get ground and pounded by 5 black men. Peyton Talbot would love to get ground and pounded by 5 black men. Jordan Levitt would get ground and pounded by 5 black men. Need one more fighter. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I need one more fighter. Sean O'Malley, Ian Gary, Peyton Talbot. We did that one. Help me! Speak of the devil and he will arrive. How are you, brother? Doesn't matter. 4's pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh no. 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 Do you know P is stored in the hairline? I do know P is stored in the hairline. I do, mate. P is indeed stored in the balls. It is, mate. The point is on us having Fight Pass, then the Fight Pass, because we get to the corner interviews, uncut, uncensored, fucking Paramount, it's going to suck for the Aussie. Yeah, it's a worse deal. It's a worse deal. Like, they've made it worse. They've literally made it worse. They've made it worse. It's horrible for us. Powhatan and Jourdain. Powhatan and oh, maybe Jourdain. Charles Jourdain does seem to go that way. Yeah. Ronda Rousey pegged Aljo. No. Who beats JDM? Ooh, maybe Sean Brady. Dougie, what's up? What's up, Nitro? Good to see you. Dougie loves my boy Stalin. No, I don't love Stalin. Dougie would say make it 10. Too many. Colby Thickness. No! Colby Thickness seems like one of the lads. No, I don't think so. I'm sure Ian the Cut Gary would love to get pounded by 5 black men. I reckon he would, mate. I reckon he would. Strickland used to be the clean slate for media. They evolved. Strickland used to be a clean slate for media, then evolved after the crash. Strickland used to be a clean slate for the media and then evolved after the crash. I don't know what that means. I was being discussed. Scotland was being discussed and we were like, help me. You know, you came up in conversation, you know, help me. You know what it's like when you're one of the boys, you know? You know what it's like, mate. You get it. That is true. That is a good point. When you realize they're not MILFs anymore, they're just women my age who have kids. They all have kids, chat. Chat, they all have kids. It's true. I feel like Strickland was more genuine during his Apex days, but now it feels forced and he's trying to sound as edgy as possible. Yes, Junior. Yes, I agree with you. Yeah. Garn makes the list. Garn does make the list. True, Weston. Ian Gary, Prates, MVP, Sean Brady beat JDM. Let's think about that, shall we? Let's slow down and think about that. Ian Gary. I don't think Ian Gary beats JDM. I think JDM would be able to get up. Prates. I don't think Prates. MVP, maybe. That in and out point fighting style might work on JDM. I don't see JDM mixing it up too much. Sean Brady scares me. So I'll give you the last two, Junior. How about Armin getting pounded by 5 black men? Armin Sarukian? No, I don't think he'd be into it. He's a good Christian boy. Strickland might be a bigger cuck than Ian Gary. He might be. BBC Junior, I sense a correlation. There you go. Nobody beats JDM. If Bilal standing TKO'd Brady, then he wouldn't fucking move after Jack puts him out. Yes, Nacho. That's the kind of propaganda we need. Yes, mate. Is retard maxing the best base for MMA? Is being retarded the best base for MMA? Fucking Yuri, man. Oh, that Reyes knockout. I love the Reyes knockout so much. It's brutal, man. There's nothing better than... Oh, I love that one, dude. I love that one. They indeed gave it to Australia up the ass. They did, man. It's fucking bullshit, dude. What's Sean beat Hamzat? No, Sean's not going to beat Hamzat. Islam beats JDM? No. No, JDM destroys him. UFC cucked Australia bad enough that Ian Gary got jealous. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Layla, I think we should become Australian. Layla! What the UFC does to Australia, that looks quite nice. Layla! Oh, here's some news. Jake Matthews appealed the decision against Neil Magny. And not only the decision against Neil Magny, but the decision against me not having a 100% pick rate. I've never picked a card 100%, all because of this fucking decision. And the Australian Commission said, nah, too bad. So it's true. We now have a precedent. Referees can do takesy-backsies. What a joke, huh, chat? They can literally do takesy-backsies in Australia now. I just realized whoever suggested the black dude pounding tier list is gay as fuck. Yes, I know. That is true. That is true, Nacho. Yeah. Bro, Armin is Muslim, the asshole of... Whoa. I thought the Georgians were, Christians. I thought Georgia was the Christian side of the mountain. Oh, Armin's not Georgian, is he? He's like a Pakistani or some shit, isn't he? Something like that. JDM, just keep pinging the cunt. Yeah, get the cash and dash. Yeah. John Jones will get pounded by any race. This is true. British cucked Australia harder. No, we are independent chads. Both Makachev will... What is going on here? Both Makachev and Whaley are going to fail becoming double champs. Whaley especially. I think Whaley could get it done, to be honest, Mitch. You idiot! Magny was an easy pick in the year of the Yunk. I know, Robbie. I could have had it perfect. But we did get the win. We won the first round. I mean, it was literally waved off. Ian probably takes a strap-on up to the... Okay, guys. Can we stop drawing out these scenarios? Dougie, your sweep wouldn't have counted anyways. You didn't pick the women's fights. Oh, that's true. I didn't pick the women. That's a good point, one of the Justin Kennedys. That's true, mate. Ian Gary would have outpointed and ran from JDM on the outside. Prates Muay Thai would nullify JDM's boxing. I don't think so with the Prates Muay Thai. Muay Thai leaves the bodywork open. Muay Thai leaves too many openings, I feel, Junior. MVP is a nightmare. Yeah, MVP is a problem. Brady would hug it. Yeah, the MVP and Brady I can agree with you with, but I'd get a different read from the Prates fight, mate. Who is the most hung in the... Okay, this is just weird. It just goes to show Dougie wasn't able to earn a 100% pick rate from a legal perspective. Mate, the fights that I picked, I would have gotten 100% right. Bad referees have been in a roll the last few months or so. They have been pretty fucking bad. Armin is literally Armenian. Armenian, that's right. They're all Armenian. Are Armenians Christian? What are Armenians? Are Armenians Christian? Let's check. Armenians Christian? Let's check. The prominent religion in Armenia is Christianity. Based Armenia! Based! Yeah! Bring it up. Yeah! Look at those chads. Yes. What are we doing? He is Orthodox Christian. I thought so. I thought I liked Armin. John Jones picked a male horse on purpose. He did. Can't see a path to victory for Valentina in an advanced age. What a way to put it. And compromised body. Dude, Nacho, this is brutal, man. I can't see a path to victory for Valentina Shevchenko in her advanced age and a compromised body. Brutal, Nacho. Dougie never even came close to 100%. I did come close to 100%. Thank you, Paul. Dougie looks like the nerd I used to bang in high school. Those losers, I'm so cool. You're so cool, excited solar sister. What happened to your son that just died in a car crash? I was making a Diddy joke. I didn't know why everyone got fixated on it because it's MMA YouTube. They get fixated on weird things. It's a weird time. MMA YouTube's a weird space. Nacho, I was as confident as you. I'm about 50-50. He's a sore loser, not gonna lie. Don't blame the loss on an adrenaline pump. Thank you for the $2. Help me. I appreciate it. If you were balding, would you just shave your head? I would, help me. I would, brother. Or jock, or yerp, whatever you want to be called. What do you want to be called on the internet, brother? Thank you for the $2, mate. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, dude. He's a sore loser, not gonna lie. Blame the loss on an adrenaline dump. Jake Matthews? That Jake Matthews. You're talking about Jake Matthews. He's a sore loser. I'd be upset too, mate, if I'd gotten the win in the first round. I think, you know, I'm obviously very biased because I was picking Jake Matthews hard to win, and I'm Australian. But I think it's fair. You won in the first round. You're going to get an adrenaline dump. You are going to be a soul. You're going to be salty about it, I think. They were the first Christians, first Christian country. Wrong. Russia was the the Byzantine Empire was the first Christian nation. Isn't Valentina going to be a lot bigger than Whaley? Yes, true. I think they're Christian. Christian glazing. Hell yeah, Christian grazing. Of course, mate. We got a friendly bet between Weston and Nacho. I like it. I like it. She's just agreed to so much, Paul. I'm a big Valentina fan. I don't mean to sound harsh, but it's just the truth. Yeah, that's brutal. 2 American fighters in the UFC are both named Armin. That's like Volk and JDM. Bring name to New South Wales. It is weird to name it after your country. It is. If we were all just called Australia. You didn't pick the women's fights, Dougie. If this is true, it's not close. I didn't pick the women's fights on that card. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Yeah. This is true, boys. This is true. Maybe I'll try. He was killed by an Indian truck driver. They all are. That was ruthless. Excited solar system. Sun is burning crazy. Well, you know, he started it. JDM murdering people in Yuri murdering people in 10-minute rounds in Ryzen is so fucking badass. Imagine dealing with Yuri in the UFC. Yeah. I mean, this is why you can literally beat Yuri during the entire fight and then he just decides he's going to win. It's crazy, mate. We're at the end of the stream, chat. Everyone stop typing. Weather report got the last one in. I'm going to read everyone's chats up to weather reports, and then we're at the last one. Good on you, weather report. Well done. If Armin was Muslim, he would have gotten his title shot because of Abu Dhabi. Yes, he would have installed drive. Well, no. That's not true. Movzar Evloyev didn't get his title shot for ages. Magomed Ankalaev didn't get his title shot for ages. No, that's not true, install driver. I was told help me was dumb so many times and people started calling me Jock, so let's go for that. Jock it is, brother. Dougie. Hey, where's your kid at? I will react like Tony Ferguson and headbutt glass table after chasing you playfully around the room. Dougie, hey, where's your kid at? I will react like Tony Ferguson and headbutt a glass table. Oh, you're going to react that way to me? No, I'm not scared of you, solar system. Person of Islam looking up at the sky after JDM head kicks him. JDM comes down hard on him with the hammer fist, so the ref pulls him off. Oh, what do you mean I'm going down? Oh, unbelievable. Fucking keep pinging him, cunt. Dougie, what to do if someone is not in a good... What are these questions? Physiognomy position? What are you saying? What is this? Oh, tell a joke. Let him smile, mate. Rome under Constantine was the first Christian empire. Based Rome under Constantine. How is it November already? I know. I've literally only got 2 weeks left to fill out on my work calendar. It's crazy. Nah, fuck that. Jake Matthews got a layup. No, with an adrenaline dump. He should have ran through Magni. You're being mean, Robbie. My son was killed, but okay, chill the fuck out. It happened against Silver too. There you go. Weather report got the last one in. I love it. Reveal, you do your picks one last time. All right. One last time. We'll do the picks before I go. I'll show you guys my picks. I'll whip out my picks, chat. I don't mind. I'll whip my picks out in front of you boys. I don't mind. I'll do it. I'll do it. My picks. Fuck off, bitch. Get the fuck out of the building site. It's for men. Upcoming picks. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human after all. We're going with Steve Garcia. He's my boy. He's my battle gnome. We're going with Ante Delia. I think he's going to sleep Waldo Orteza Costa. We're going with Garimbo. My kids are more important than his kids. I like it. I think Jemiah Wells is going to gas out. We're going with Isaac Delgarian because I remember his fight from the Contender Series is more of a standout fight over Yadir DeVale. We're going with Charles Radke. I just love Charles Radke. I'm sticking with Alan Nascimento against Cody Durden. Cody Durden is taking the fight on short notice. I'm going to give Billy Alicana one last shot. If he doesn't win this fight, I think he's going to get cut. I think he's got the skill. I think he'll stick to the game plan. Alicana can get it done. Timmy Kawamba, I flipped a coin. I hate Cedric Demas. I'll never pick him to win a fight. I hope he goes to prison. Demont's got a nice ass. Guru went with Ardeline, so I'll go with Ardeline. I'm going with Song Yong Ko. I think Phil Rowe is too slow and plotty. I think Ko is going to piece him up. And we are going with Ariane Kalalosi because he is a man. Look at that. Masterclass. Beautiful stuff. That's it, chat. Should we do an outro? You guys want an outro? You want to hang around and talk to each other and abuse each other while we do an outro? Let's do a bit of an outro. Let's have an outro. See ya, chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a live stream. I'm probably going to be Mike Bloody Nolan for the entire live stream because it's Halloween. So you Americans have an awesome Halloween weekend, drinking and fucking dirty nurses and girls in cat costumes with high socks on. Oh, just a wonderful time for the American fan base. Get out there, boys. Get them deep, get them wet. Spread your seed all over the place over the weekend, boys. I know what you filthy animals are up to during the Halloween weekend. You guys are brutal. And then I'll be live tomorrow, and I'll be live for the entire Apex card. It's going to be great. It's going to be great, guys. Have yourselves a good weekend. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.